This is our Minecraft video of a complete town. We're just going to call it Blockville for now. And so I just want to give you a tour of the town. This is our airport where there's an Enderman, of course, at every airport, causing absolute chaos. And so at our airport we have our airplane. This is where new residents can come to the city, and so we have all kinds of wonderful attractions and neighborhoods. This is my house. It is a kind of a cabana style house on the beach. I had to make it nice and relaxed. We'll take a look inside. Got my dog Sparky hanging out. Sparky. We want to take a look at the back porch. This is where I can come out at the nighttime and kind of take a look at the zombies strolling around town. I can come out and have a glass of iced tea or some fruits. Have a relaxing day at the house. Alright, so this is our first neighborhood here. Got plenty of little tiny houses. A couple of villagers should pop up here in a moment. There's one. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. How's life in the village going today? Each house is... This is kind of our poor side of town. They are pretty much just a bunch of shacks. But there is a city hall. We have city hall here. And our clerk... Hey buddy. Our clerk of the town. Blocktown, I guess you could... Or Blockville, whatever you want to call it. Then we have our town grocery store. All kinds of wonderful things: pumpkins, mushrooms, watermelons, wheat to make bread with. And we have our ice blocks upstairs, some more mushrooms and pumpkins. And you know, if you want meat, you're going to actually have to go out and hunt for it in Blockville. Because we don't sell meat in the grocery store here. This is just things to accommodate your meat. Now, we'll go to the church here in just a moment, but first I want to show you the scary side of town. This is the pathway to our jailhouse. And apparently a chicken died running into these cactuses. Sorry, little chicken. You can't be chicken if you're gonna go and investigate the jailhouse. But this is our jailhouse. It's full of zombie pigmen who have basically terrorized the town, and Sheriff Kyle has had to lock them up. And it's up here in a secluded location where all of the town is safe from the zombie pigmen. Alright, in 100 years, if you'll do a good job, you might be eligible for parole, Mr. Zombie Pigmans. Now, this is our town church. As you can see, with the cross at the top and the cross at each side. Some windows, and we actually have seats and a pulpit on the inside where the preacher can preach his message. And I guess I can go in and show you that. We have a little stable outside of the church with lambs, of course, representing the Lamb of God, I guess you could say, to remind everybody when they're going to church. And these are our seats. This is the inside sanctuary. And let's go take a look at the pulpit. This is our area to go for the preacher to get up and preach his sermons. Looks like nobody wanted to come to church this Sunday. Actually, it's Saturday, so tomorrow morning we will come to church here in Mineville or Blockville, whatever you want to call this little town I've built. Alright, so now we're going to head over to the more developed neighborhood, the nicer neighborhood, which is across the water. And actually, this neighborhood has a little bit more decent living arrangements. You've got some beds and some room on the inside of each house. You've got some roofs. All the houses are the same in this neighborhood, but as you can see, we have a couple of villagers. Hey buddy, how's life in the hood? Where are you? Alright, good to see you. And so this is kind of our nicer neighborhood. You have the larger, more underdeveloped neighborhood over here. And so everybody can go shop for groceries, they can go to church, they can leave town in the airport. And then we have our town castle, where our king is at the top, as you can see, overseeing the town. We'll just call him King Steve. Alright, King Steve, what's the report? He's not saying much today. But as you can see from his view, he can look at the entire town. There's a mountain house there for vacationers to go up and have a beautiful view of the house. There's our hospital, which we'll go look at. There is our department stores, I guess you could say. We'll go look at those in a moment. There's our barracks where the soldiers and policemen are housed. And there is our tower that watches the waterway and guards us and will give a report to the king if anybody comes to attack the town from the river. Alright, let's see if we can go down into the castle. Now, let me zoom out real quick. The castle has 6 stories to it, and so you have a moat also around the castle, 2 entryways, and a bridge leading into the castle and barracks land, also the hospital land. Let's go down into the castle. For your watchman, he has his bed here and a nice little picture on the wall, and he can take a little nap during the daytime as others alternate and watch out, keep watch over the city. We have a storage area on floor number 5. Floor number 4 is really just an art gallery. And here is floor number 3, and this is where the king resides. He has his kingly paintings, the paintings of his enemies whom he will destroy, all of his royal books to read, and that's that. Here is our pumpkin, and you have kind of a water fountain, just a place for the king to come and contemplate new idea. I suppose we should have a round table for discussions with his knights. Maybe we'll add that in later. And then we have the bottom floor where the king has apparently baited some pigs to come in. Maybe he's going to have his servants slaughter those later. And then we also have the king's secret pathway to the bottom of the earth. He is the only one who has access to such a dangerous territory. Let's take a look here at how far this goes. Wow. The king can come and guard the entryway into the underworld. Ah! And we died. So we'll respawn to the barracks, it seems. All of our soldiers and policemen inside ready to defend the town. Let's close them in. Sorry, Mr. Soldier. Alright, so you've seen a castle. Let's go look at the department stores for everybody to come in town and shop on the weekends and have a good time. We've got our library full of books. You have your your exit, and this also leads out of the town into another world that I'll show you. Just kind of like the Badlands where no one lives, but there's a couple of secret hiding spots for the king or the town to go and take refuge during wartime. This is our home and garden center. We have flowers and other things for sale. And then we have our pet store, of course. The pet store seems to only have dogs available this week. Maybe we can come back and get some birds or reptiles. And then we have our art gallery. And so that's that. And there's our back to town here. And that pretty much does it. The last thing we need to look at is our mountain house, and then our watchtower and our hospital, and then I'll take you out of town to the outskirts where we can find refuge and hiding during war times. So here's where our helicopters can land for sick people. And they can come to the hospital, and there's plenty of hospital rooms. This is our receptionist desk. There seems to be a few patients in here already. Each room has a bed for the doctor to come and check on them. Alright, let's go down to the second floor. We've got a few rooms. Then we have a kitchen, and look at here, a cafeteria. And a couple of patients walking around. Here's where they cook with all their ovens and their refrigerator over here, right there. And so the second floor is the cafeteria, and then the first floor is another area for patients to be held. Kind of a contemplation room, or a chapel, I guess you could say here. And then here's the front receptionist area, where our receptionists are hiding in there. So that's our hospital, as you can see, with the hospital first aid signs on the front. Our mountain house, this is where people can come and have a relaxing stay and overlook the town and all of its beauty. You can see the watchtower, the hospital, the barracks, the castle, the jailhouse, the church. The only thing you can't see from here is the airport, which is good because you don't want our vacationers to be tempted to leave too soon. We've got to keep them in town as long as we can. They make the economy go up. They bring in more money into the town. So that's our vacation mountain home. And then lastly, within city limits, we have our wonderful watchtower, where this river is the only way into town where and soldiers can come in. So you want to have the watchtower right where you can see all of that activity. Let me fix this hole. So you would have a watchman here. I guess I can put one for now. Oh, little baby watchman. 2 baby watchmen to guard the town. That makes us feel safe here in Blockville. But from the watchtower you can see this river that leads into, and make sure no bad guys are coming in. Alright, so let's take one more look at the town, from the watchtower to the hospital, the mountain house, the castle with the king overlooking, our barracks for soldiers and policemen, our department stores, our nice neighborhood, my house, the church, the jailhouse, the grocery store, city hall, the underdeveloped neighborhood, and the airport. We'll continue to add things to this town and update the video. Now let's go and look at the outskirts of town, where in times of war all evacuation would happen on this street right here, and the villagers would have to venture out into the outskirts of town, but we have a secret hiding place with a stocked castle and just a really interesting setup. It's a pretty long journey, but you just follow those lights and you'll find your way to safety and refuge. Now this large tree here marks the hiding spot, and as you can see, there's a little gate there that in times of war would be taken down so nobody can see where this hiding spot is. But as you can see, there's a stairway leading down into a mysterious refuge. And there's an underground castle where everyone can take refuge during wartime. And this place would be modified. Obviously, you have wood and diamond to make weapons with. And you have water flowing, and you have plenty of meat from the cows who will have babies and stock us up, and plenty of area to plant vegetables. So this is the underground refuge. I'll show you inside the cabin, and then we will complete our video tour. Okay, so this is the first level, second level, and the top level where someone can watch the entry. And then we have our sleeping quarters, and many people would have to sleep all around. There's areas that people would have to find. This would be for the king's domain here. And this is his underground sleeping quarters, so that he's hidden away. And that is our tour of Blocktown, or Blockville, whichever one you want to call it. Hope you enjoyed. Please like the video and share it, and have a great day.